It's the Odd Drunk Podcast, a very strange podcast. The drunkest show in the world. It's Jackson and Colton talking out of their ass. We don't care as long as drinks are poured. Sometimes we have our friends here. We will talk about anything. We don't care as long as we have beer. And if you let that whiskey ring. The Odd Drunk Podcast.
All right, here we go. Hello, welcome back to the Odd Drunk Podcast. We are busting out of here with another commentary because, of course, they're fun and easy, and we've been busy. And hey, you're still getting an episode.
Yeah, and you know
If you-
the people seem to like the commentaries.
They seem to, and also.
At least no one has told us otherwise. So if you
Right.
hate commentaries, let us know. Message
Tell
us.
us otherwise.
We have yet to get
Where's the
any hate
movie?
mail,
Was it?
So
All right, so yeah, we're doing X-Men Origins Wolverine, and why? Why?
yeah,
Colton?
why of all movies, why would we do this one? Why?
Well, unless you've been living under a rock or if you don't care about this sort of thing, but it seems like a lot of people do. The Deadpool and Wolverine trailer release. Yes, it's officially titled Deadpool and Wolverine, not Deadpool 3, not Deadpool and Friend. It was rumored that it was going to be Deadpool and Friend, which I would have loved that,
That would
honestly.
have been pretty good.
Hugh Jackman actually reposted and said correction, and Wolverine an asshole as the title, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, during the Super Bowl, they released Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, among some other things. We'll probably talk about that too. And we thought, there would be a great kind of series to do throughout the year leading up to the release of the new Deadpool movie,
Yeah.
by recapping their solo movies.
Yeah.
We did think about doing the X-Men movies as well. We'll probably get to that at some point, and I got some things to talk about there.
Yeah, the X-Men movies
no.
are a roller coaster of quality.
And convoluted. Well,
Yeah.
so are these. So are the
like
Wolverine movies.
The best X-Men movies are awesome,
Yes.
and the worst ones are tragedies.
Right.
Like
this. Well, I wouldn't say, well,
we'll get
a
it.
lot
Yeah.
of things they do in here is a tragedy, but
Yeah.
it's still got Hugh Jackman, of course. But yeah, we're gonna get this started, and we'll continue on with the episode, of course, as always.
Yes.
I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, play, and we are gonna sync up when the 20th Century Fox logo completes. You know that one.
Yeah.
The one that's buried in the desert or whatever, in the void.
Yeah.
And the trailer, which is pretty good. But the before times, before Disney monopolized all these studios.
Yeah, before Disney
So
bought out Fox. Yeah.
we're gonna sync up there. So here we go. 3, this is official. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
My move is rolling.
It's rolling.
I got the drums. I got the searchlights. 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, there it is.
Dun, 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 dun. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will
brings
about.
back memories.
Yeah, it's a classic production logo.
I love this old Marvel.
Now we got the original Marvel logo rolling in.
Yeah,
Simplified.
I liked that one.
The way things were meant to be. I'm not watching this on good quality. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm watching this on Disney
It's-
Plus.
Yeah, I'm on Disney Plus, but I'm not through the app. I'm just on the website. So whatever.
Yeah, same. I'm just on.
All right, so we have
the
young
browser.
Wolverine. And remember, everyone thought it was going to be him, but no, it's him. He's the sick kid. And his dad looks like Hugh Jackman. I forget that actor's name.
Yeah,
And that's Sabretooth, right?
yeah,
Or
yeah. It is.
like an alt version of Sabretooth?
Oh, what is that actor's name?
Or it just is Sabretooth?
Um,
Either way, uh, this movie,
mhm.
of course, I was excited for it when it was releasing as a kid, um, as a 13 or 14-year-old, however old I was at this point in my life. I can't really, I don't feel like doing the math.
Yeah. We-
But I remember even then, and we're gonna get to it here pretty quickly, the whole intro sequence, I was like, that's the movie. That's what the movie should be, right?
yeah.
Um, I'm not talking about this where his dad gets shot, but that's not his dad. It's stepdad.
Yeah.
And this is in Canada, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because
1800s.
he's Canadian. Yeah.
Um, Speaking of Canada, I'm drinking some Canadian mist here. No, I would not subject myself to that just for
Oh,
this.
that would be. Oh, there's the bone claws.
Oh, the bone claws. So,
Yeah.
uh, gross, but I like him. I like it when he has the bone claws in the movies, like in
Yeah.
the Days of Future Past, and he forgets he has them, and then
Yeah.
he kills his dad, his real dad. That looks like Sabretooth, like
Yeah.
Liev Schreiber, but not.
They did that like on purpose.
Both dads look, yeah, but he shot his stepdad.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know this, but I'm gonna get real nerdy here for a second. Mutants will often develop their powers at a young age during a traumatic event.
Hmm.
So this is accurate, I guess, to how that happens.
Yeah.
Although Wolverine's actual origin in the comics is all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
This takes from like multiple comic runs and
I mean,
graphic
like
novels.
originally he didn't even have the bone claws, like back when he was
Well,
first
originally,
introduced.
even in the Marvel handbook, his claws were implants,
Yeah.
like bionic implants.
Yeah. And then at some point they introduced the bone claws, and it's been that way for the most part ever since.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the bone claws. No, say what you will about this movie, it doesn't stray from source material in any like offensive way, other than one
Well, I would
exception.
beg to.
With one exception.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say.
we'll get there.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is the
by the
first
way,
cinematic
okay, right
appearance of
here.
yeah.
Okay, they're in the Civil War, and then it
Yeah, that
moves
would.
on to what to
I want to
the
see a
Spanish American
whole.
War. No, not it moves on to World War One, right? After this,
Uh
Liev Schreiber. Apparently, he's gonna be back as Sabretooth, according to the leaks.
oh, that'd be cool. I like
Uh,
him.
but he's gonna look like the Tyler Mane Sabretooth. Like
Oh, so they're gonna
they
kind
should
of
just bring back
combine the
Tyler
two.
Mane. But
Yeah,
this should have been the movie,
if they
like
had done a movie,
chronicling
yeah,
their journeys through different wars and shit. And then you get
like
to Vietnam, and then he gets the claws. I mean, the
yeah,
adamantium. This would have
like
been, even if it was still poor writing, poor acting for the most part, this would have been a way cooler concept, right?
yeah. It
And
would.
if it was MCU, have them run into Captain America for a second, throw a
Mhm.
reference with a reference,
Yeah,
you
because you
know,
know how
what
much
they
Marvel
do.
loves references,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And
a
then
whole
joke about a reference.
like a movie with Wolverine killing Confederate soldiers and
Yeah.
stuff. That would
And then
be
he's killing Nazis.
super cool. Yeah, any movie where well, just a movie where Wolverine can kill Nazis is a cool idea. Just
Right.
any, yeah,
Um, and then he's doing his weird cat run. Yeah. But yeah, I would love to see this.
yeah.
Uh
Like
like
this is
this
a
is honestly
really
one of the best
cool.
sequences in the whole film.
Yeah.
and it's just the credits.
Like if you were to show someone just this credit sequence, they'd be like, "Damn, this looks like a cool movie."
Now they're in Vietnam.
Ah, Sabretooth losing some control there. Foreshadowing,
Oh yeah, of
right? Yeah.
course. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not right. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, this should have been a movie. This would have been awesome, right? Uh, sorry, I'm just kind of watching, but but I would love. It would be interesting to see. Uh, well, this kind of goes along with the fact that the whole Wolverine series we were talking about before we started recording, is an anthology.
Yeah.
It's three disconnected movies starring the same actor and character. And yes, look at Hugh Jackman's hair. Um, but totally different. But that works with this character
Yeah.
since
He's it's
he lives
one of
so
the
long, he's
reasons
immortal.
why I like Wolverine as a character is he's even compared to other Marvel characters is really versatile in what
Yeah,
setting you can throw him into.
yeah, you can have Wolverine and Mad Max. You could have Wolverine and the Confederates. Or no, not the okay. So Stryker is inconsistent and different in every X-Men movie.
Yeah. Uh
In fact, I think he's one of the better versions of Stryker. I remember the X2 version being pretty good.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but that's not saying a lot, right?
And then they
Stryker's not one of those characters um I really care for. He's just like bad military guy.
yeah, he's one of those characters that he exists for the sake of Wolverine's origin story.
Yeah, and
And
some other
really for
mutants, you know,
yeah,
X-Force and
like
all that stuff.
he doesn't need to be more
So, oh, look
complicated.
at that shot. CGI plane.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Here we
oh, here
go.
we go. Ryan Reynolds.
This is
Now,
the one
okay,
this is the exception here of the how they
the
handle
way
source material.
they portrayed him here works, right? It's before Deadpool got his powers, before he goes completely
Mhm.
insane. He's just Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool's Ryan Reynolds plus cancer plus fourth wall references. But but even here you're like, yeah, it makes sense why. I mean, this is like just the pre prototype Deadpool, you know.
Yeah. He's
It's cool. It's fun seeing him back as this. Doesn't he end up being the Blob or somebody?
yeah, he's the blob.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Oh, and then you have uh
Oh
the
yeah.
Hobbit
um
no, Mary.
Mary, yeah, of
Yeah, Mary, and he has vague electric powers. I don't know what mutant he's but what's that guy? Oh, Will I Am, of course.
course.
He's Will I Am. That's his power.
He doesn't need any
Black
other
Eyed Peas.
powers.
Right. Also what we're drinking
Oh yeah.
just during this pause here. I was telling you about it a couple days ago. I've got Howler Head,
Oh yeah, yeah.
banana Kentucky bourbon, and of course it is made in Kentucky. Um, it's still 40%, it's still 80 proof. So it's still, you know, got a kick to it. And it's supposed to be natural banana flavor.
hmm
So it's not
Is
syrupy or like sweet like a liqueur. It's
right.
actually pretty damn good.
Huh.
Is it something I would get all the time? No, but like if I'm really in the mood for it, it's actually a lot of fun, especially with some orange juice.
I've heard of that stuff. I've been weary of it because
It
um
doesn't taste like a liqueur,
well,
at least to me.
we used to sell it at the liquor store and we don't anymore because no one bought it.
Well, it's weird. It's a weird thing, and I wanted to try a weird thing. I
Look at this.
uh
Look at him reloading that.
yeah, this guy's Zero, right? He's got Matrix powers or something.
I think so.
This bargain brand X-Force.
Yes.
We've never got a proper X-Force. I guess this is the best we're gonna get, really. Well, I guess Deadpool 2, when they all die immediately. That's fun.
I like him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. But this it just screams the era, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like a bygone era that no one wants to remember. But hey, we got
So,
Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson here. And then the test footage would be leaked
hmm
for Deadpool. And Ryan
Cause
Reynolds constantly denies it, but he definitely leaked it.
yeah. Because like in this scene, he's pretty good. I think it's not the writing's obviously not as clever as in Deadpool,
As
but
Deadpool, but it's this you're like, yeah, I understand. This is pre-Deadpool Wade
yeah.
Wilson.
Like if they
But then
had
you get this
left
scene,
if yeah,
which is parodied, of course, in Deadpool 2.
right.
But no, honestly, all things considered now, like before I was like, okay, yeah, look at
I
that.
mean,
Isn't that something?
yeah. I mean, if they had left it at this, it would have been like, okay, that's a little much.
Like
But if
everybody's powers are so vague,
yeah, I think that's one of the problems
especially
too with this
Deadpool's.
movie.
Because it's like, does he already have the Deadpool powers? Does he already? It's like a normal
Yeah.
man when it couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, I mean, like
also
if they had
they're trying to get adamantium, right?
yeah.
His swords already seem to be, I don't know. I guess they just need more.
I don't
I
know.
I don't know.
If they had not had him show up again at the end of the movie and
Oh
like
yeah.
this was just it would have been like, okay,
I've had that gun.
that was a little over the top, but that's fine. But then they had to
It was a fun little nod cameo,
yeah,
right?
they could have left it at that. But
But all things considered, and I mean, obviously at this point, Hugh Jackman already solidified himself as like the Wolverine, even before Logan, like his magnum opus is the character. He was Wolverine.
yeah,
Like he embodied that character.
yeah,
Same thing goes for Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. I couldn't see anyone else playing Deadpool.
yeah,
And it's gonna be the fact that they keep doing Hugh Jackman Wolverine movies and he keeps getting back into it, even though he says he's done. Um, you know, the money speaks, obviously. Add a zero to his just keep adding zeros, right?
yes,
But it's gonna be daunting to recast Wolverine.
yeah.
Never
It's
has there
that's.
been a character played by the same actor for such a long time
I mean,
in succession.
when did the first X-Men come out? 2000, 2001?
2000,
He's been Hugh Jackman, if you include the new Deadpool movie coming out, has been
24 years
Wolverine for 24 years.
consecutive. Not even, it's not
There's
like Michael Keaton, oh, he's back as Batman again since
yeah,
89. No,
no, like
it's consecutively.
consistently coming out with movies. I
Yeah.
don't think there's any other actor who has played the same character
Is there any
consistently
other character? I
for such a long time.
I guess also Patrick Stewart is Professor X.
True, yeah.
Uh,
with him.
It would have to be that.
Yeah, and yeah,
And I guess, but
but
even he is James McAvoy played Professor young version,
but
you know.
it's like Wolverine. Like what? Like I was born in '97. Hugh Jackman has been Wolverine since I was 3 years old.
Our whole lives.
Like
Yeah.
like I can't. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad that Hugh Jackman has taken breaks from it and done other stuff because I think he's a great
Well, of
actor.
course, Greatest
Um,
Showman. Yeah.
but like I can't imagine Wolverine as another actor.
No, and
Like,
when they eventually get to that, that's going to be daunting.
yeah,
And whoever is cast as Wolverine, wow. I mean, that's a huge weight on your shoulders. And
yeah,
they're going to have to differentiate it, right? But it's hard to do that but he walks away.
he walks away. Yes.
So in the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, you see the backside of the patch version of Wolverine in
Uh-huh.
the white suit. Uh, and some people suspect that's not Hugh Jackman. That's
Hmm.
a variant.
I mean, that would be a good way to introduce a new actor would be to have a variant show up in this movie or in this new movie.
It doesn't even have to be that person that's going to play Wolverine. It can just kind of open our minds to other
Yeah.
people. Because like John Krasinski was Mr. Fantastic briefly
Hmm.
in Multiverse of Madness, but Pedro Pascal is
Yeah.
cast as uh which I thought Krasinski was actually pretty good for the role,
Yeah, but I
but maybe
get it.
that's a little
Like,
too obvious.
yeah, but also,
I don't know.
also it's possible that he only signed on for just that one cameo.
Yeah, just fan service.
Yeah, which
That's all it was.
which I have no problem with that. Like,
Who's his partner here?
I don't know.
She's the one that teaches him the Wolverine story, right?
Yeah.
Uh, no, but yeah, I it's like with J. Jonah Jameson. That's another example.
Hmm.
They didn't even bother to recast them, but this major of a character, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad we get to live in the timeline where Hugh Jackman he gets to do a proper movie with Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds in
Yeah.
the costume
Like
and
a
everything,
yeah.
you know,
That's yeah. I'm really excited.
and it could be
Simply
a
just
can
for
of
the
corn. That whole movie could be the corniest, cheesiest,
yeah.
dumbest thing,
But just
and
to get to
everyone will eat it
see
up.
Hugh
I will
Jackman
eat it
in the
up.
yellow suit with a good version of Deadpool,
Right.
that alone, despite any
And
other concerns
apparently,
that people might have for the movie, that alone will make it
but then
worth it.
again, like the concerns about just references and cameos. Deadpool's the best character to do that kind of thing,
Yeah.
you know. Man, the Shire is rough these days. It's a bunch of carnies. So he can turn on a light with his mind.
Yeah, I guess he can control electricity or something.
Hey Google, turn off bedroom light. See, I can basically do the same thing with my mind because I use my mind to speak, right? No. Now that's cool. I can't do that. It could have been like LED wouldn't break like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, just lives in a trailer in the carny, man. It's rough. I forget why Sabretooth comes for him, just because he knows, because
Yeah.
tying off any loose ends.
I think it has something to do with that. Yeah.
or to get his powers or whatever.
Oh, right, because they're turning Deadpool into
Freak.
like a freak. Yeah.
with everybody's powers. But okay, we haven't really talked about what do you think of Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth?
I like him.
Kind of a more contemporary Sabretooth, not the big crazy lion's mane and like
I mean, I
the
prefer the big crazy
spandex.
lion's mane and
Right.
spandex, but 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 he works for the movie, you know. And I like the actor. He's been in some other
No, he's
stuff. He's
good.
pretty good.
He's in like political dramas and whatever.
Yeah.
He's like in that show that's like 24, but it's not 24. Um,
Yeah.
uh, he's good. Succession, is he in that? I feel like he's in that.
I don't remember.
Let me see, Liev Schreiber. Apparently he was in Rick and Morty, a voice role. Manchurian Candidate, Spotlight. Um, oh, apparently he was in Asteroid City. I still want to check that out. You know, what the fuck is the name? The director,
Oh, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. Yeah, every shot's symmetrical and oh God,
I've heard Asteroid
that's what
City
I
is
want to
a
wake up
is
to. I heard it's all right, but
yeah.
I always have fun with Wes Anderson stuff. Oh, he was Wilson Fisk. He was in Into the
Oh,
Spider-Verse. Not think
oh,
of that.
nice. I like that.
Oh, now they're gonna do it, right?
Which nightmare did you have? All of them. That's an unuseful answer, you dickhead.
That's something I would say though now as an
Uh,
adult.
oh, we didn't finish talking about what we were drinking.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about
Uh, I've got from Four Noses Brewing, Zlato Czech style Pilsner.
it. Nice. I like a Pilsner.
It's pretty good. It's not my favorite thing from Four Noses, but you know, they generally do a pretty good job. So I had not
I
tried it
love
before.
Lumberjack Wolverine. One of my favorite versions.
He's a great, yeah, that's a smells
Smells like
like
government.
government.
What, like Axe body spray?
I'm gonna use that line sometime.
Right. What was the point of that? And that was the worst silent. He didn't have a silencer.
There's no silencer on there now.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think it would have been pretty good if it was like a fully like a loud gunshot and everyone freaked out for a moment.
Right.
And Stryker's like, calm the fuck down, man. Like,
Right. Also, it's like he knows that that's pretty much meaningless, even without the adamantium. I mean, if anything, his healing's better when he doesn't have it.
yeah,
But because in Logan, we find out that it was poisoning him the whole time slowly.
yeah,
Uh, which sometimes that's a part of the comic, sometimes it's not. Most of the times it just slows down his healing factor, but otherwise he's fine. And like, you know, but there was when he got the metal removed, when Magneto pulled it out or whatever, he
mhm,
became like feral Wolverine, became like a werewolf.
yeah.
They did that in the 90s. It's pretty bad. I you know.
Stryker, I know who you are. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I mean,
I would hope so after all our years working together. Yeah, Canada.
this is exactly what everywhere in Canada is like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Just Lumberjacks and little schoolhouses.
Little schoolhouses, maple syrup. Uh, in
Yeah,
this era, there would be some Rush bumper stickers, I would think.
probably, yeah. Yeah.
This is like the 70s, 80s,
80s.
vague.
I want to say 80s because
Oh, he said it. He said it.
yeah. Do we drink? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Have you heard about Madam Web? I mean, we talk about it a bit. Madam Web, I'm gonna talk about this in this commentary.
Hmm.
Uh, by all accounts, as bad or worse than Morbius, from what I've heard. Uh, just
Yeah.
an anti-movie, right? Uh, Dakota Johnson even fired her agent after the trailer release, not after the movie release, after
Oh,
the trailer
jeez.
release. And she actively, said basically didn't show any enthusiasm for the movie during promotions. It's like, oh, we filmed in front of blue screen. I didn't know what was happening.
I don't
Uh,
blame her. Yeah.
um, and apparently other actresses were like convinced that they were doing a real MCU movie. And even though that's not like a for sure quality standard, that's still better than being known you're going to be in a Sony Spider-Man spin-off movie,
Yeah.
right? Um,
Like,
but going back to what I was going to say, and Madam Web, apparently, spoiler alert, if anyone cares, who cares? They take the great power with great responsibility line and they flip it where with great responsibility, you will get great powers.
no, that's not
So
how that
yeah,
works.
no,
That's not how that works.
no, that's actually quite insulting. No, dead Uncle Ben. Apparently, Adam Scott plays Uncle Ben. That's like one of the best things I heard about that movie. Um, but
Uh,
he's in it just because they're like, oh, it's Ben Parker. Oh, his uh sister-in-law is having a kid, and they never say his name or
they
anything.
they
Jeez.
Sony needs to just stop.
She's not unattractive, by the way. I'm just saying. She's not unattractive. You know what I mean?
Wait, what?
The actress.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice Parkinson.
So does she have like
And
powers?
something.
Like
I think she has like future knowing powers or no.
she is
What's her powers?
it's extremely vague.
She
As
can
is as is a lot of stuff in this
she
movie.
can make you feel things when she touches you. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just a sex thing. Uh,
I mean, it probably
uh,
can be.
right,
Like,
right.
like
And that's where he gets his Wolverine. Now, is this canon to Logan? Like this all happened? Or does it matter? It doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters. I think technically yes.
Canonicity with the X-Men movies is out the window, right?
It's weird because it's like Logan seems to assume that the regular like X-Men 1 through 3 universe is the canon one.
Right,
But then also like the entire point of Days of Future Past was like to rewrite all of that stuff.
right.
Like
Uh-oh. Sabretooth. Smells him. Smells
yeah.
that man smells like whiskey and mahogany.
He probably
If
smokes
I've
his he probably smokes his cocktails.
right. Whiskey and like bourbon infused
Yeah.
cigars.
Yeah, he probably like you know
His
how
claws.
people like will infuse their cocktails with like smoke
Oh yeah,
and it's
yeah.
completely pointless
He
and
does
doesn't add anything to the drink other than
he
it
doesn't do
smells
that
like
though, right?
smoke.
He yeah.
He probably does it, but not to cocktails. He probably just pours straight bourbon and then
And then smokes a cigar.
smokes this like makes the glass smell like smoke.
Right. And then, so this is all spoiler alert for a 15-year-old movie that, gets memed on, but this is where they fake her death, right?
Yeah.
And somehow Wolverine gets tricked by it. Or shall I say Logan? Or shall I say huge Jackman? I know he's technically James Howlett right now, right?
Yes.
Or Logan is Logan is the name he gets after his memory wipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is like related to his actual. I don't remember like where that name comes from. Logan, isn't it like his middle name or something like that?
I think it's because his given name is James Howlett. I mean, he can do the Wolverine, the scream over and over. It still just sends shivers down my spine. Um, man, if I was serving this guy at a bar, I wouldn't even be asking him questions like that. Oh, you're not from around here, are? No, I would just give him what he wants. I would not go out of my way to speak to this man. If he wants a
Yeah.
whiskey, he gets a whiskey. I would, I would. If you see a man with 9-inch nails carving into, and that kind of coat, and that,
Yeah. I mean, if you live in a comic book universe, you probably should know who not to mess with.
oh, we get the bone claws. Now that,
I like how everyone's immediately, like, as soon as the claws come out, everyone's like, okay, we're just
right.
gonna leave these two gentlemen here.
This looks like the kind of scene they're gonna do in the Wolverine game, which unfortunately got leaked like really bad when
Yeah.
Insomniac was hacked. But from like the pre who's jealous of Wolverine's claws, right?
He is, yeah. It's not like Sabretooth's claws are like bad, it's just their Wolverine's looks cooler.
Yeah. Man, this fight would have been good if it had any kind of
Oh,
good
do you see
editing
that?
or
Like
choreography to
he
it.
had to like flip his trench coat behind
Well,
him.
of course.
Yeah.
But just the constant cutting. I mean, there's like how many shots in this? Like 15
Yeah.
different shots.
It's
Cut,
the
cut,
choreography isn't bad. It's the way they film the fight
editing.
scenes
Yeah.
is what's the editing is bad.
Cut, cut, cut. Oh, on the shoulder.
Cut,
But
like what they
this
cut 5 times
fight,
in that one move. Like
right? This honestly should have been rated R, but they were too scared to do that kind of thing till Deadpool. Um, but
yeah.
like the fight, and we're gonna eventually get to it, but in Logan, where he fights his young clone,
Oh
that
yeah.
fight is visceral. It's terrible. It's bloody. Th- this would have benefited just from having that, from having blood, from
Yeah. I
it could
mean
be the same exact movie.
I mean if you've played the video game that was the
Oh, that
tie-in with
truck.
this.
Ouch.
Yeah.
CGI truck hurts. No, the movie tie-in game for this is one of the best.
Yeah. It was
It's
awesome.
by far
And
like the best
it
Wolverine
was rated
game.
M
And
and has blood. And
yeah, I played it.
like
I
it's
played the Wii version though. That
the
was rated
oh
T
yeah,
because Nintendo, but
right.
uh,
But a great game.
still a ton of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this would have been
I
a
mean,
lot
a
better
great
with
game for a movie tie-in game. Oh, now that hurts.
that would hurt, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but they healed back.
No,
Um,
the fight scenes in this are like they're decent enough, but yeah, the editing is really whack.
Kills it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That burly chest. Oh, this is like the Thor scene, but before it, you know? What is stopping him from just killing this man?
Because he thinks he might have answers.
Right.
Stryker was in that actor. He was in Wonder Woman.
Well, he was the bad guy in that.
Yeah, he was the general. Well, technically, the bad guy was.
Well, he was he was secondary
Yeah,
bad guy. Antagonist.
I like that movie except for the CGI battle at the end.
Oh, that kills. Well, it doesn't kill
Yeah,
the movie, but it's a good superhero movie. But
yeah, great movie
that was pretty rough.
until that, and
Yeah.
the reveal of who was actually Ares was really underwhelming. They should have just made him actually just be Ares the whole time. They didn't need a twist.
Right. It should have just been like implied that Ares was there, like,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna have that.
Oh, I like this actor though. He reminds me a little bit of Dan Aykroyd if Dan Aykroyd was like cool.
Mean.
Yeah, mean. He's mean Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Do you see that though in his face? He's got a little bit of that
Kinda,
same
yeah.
like face
A little bit.
structure. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining that.
Forehead.
Yeah.
Now, now we get more scenes in the forest, rainforest. This is still in Canada, right? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Um, well, it's supposed to be where they go in the X-Men movie, right?
Right. Yeah.
You know, I would love to imagine unironically sporting the Wolverine beard.
There, so there's a guy that shopped at the store I worked at who
No, tell me.
large guy, his last name was Logan, and he unironically for a while had the Wolverine beard.
Nice. I mean,
But I don't
if you
think
can pull it off,
I don't think it was because he was a Wolverine fan. I got the feeling he probably isn't very familiar
like,
with the character Wolverine.
or maybe you fucked it up.
Yeah, he's an older guy, and he was rocking it.
No mustache, no goatee.
He isn't anymore.
Mutton chops.
He grew out the whole beard now, but
His dog tags. Da-na-na-na-na. Did you see Marvel? They're finally releasing the X. Yeah, they're releasing the X-Men 97
yeah,
animated show.
that's gonna
Don't
be
fuck
awesome.
it up.
Ah,
It has every right to be awesome, right?
yeah. I need
But
to
don't fuck it up.
rewatch. I need to rewatch the '90s X-Men. There's a few of those
Yeah,
old
Nick
shows
Rogue.
I've been meaning to watch. I've been meaning to rewatch that, and I've been meaning to rewatch the Batman animated series.
No, that one's aged like a fine wine, especially considering they have the HD version or whatever now, the remastered version.
Yeah,
And it doesn't really change anything, just makes colors brighter and makes the lines
it's kind of wild.
just cleans it up.
It's
Oh,
kind of wild
this
how
whole
much
procedure?
the Batman animated series has influenced the Batman like wider
Mythos?
mythos and yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Kevin Conroy.
Ugh.
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah.
Just pumping that into him. So it's going inside
Yeah, they're infusing his bones.
like his bone marrow?
Yeah, something like that.
How does that work? Jeez.
It probably doesn't in real
Oh,
life,
he's
but
got to explain to the audience that Wolverine, yes, he does feel pain. Anesthesia doesn't work or whatever. Or it does work, or I don't know.
yeah, that would be excruciating.
Having hot metal
Inf
injected.
into your
Yeah,
bones.
liquid metal.
Yeah,
So they plan on making him a Terminator, essentially. Uh, Obviously, we see how things go here. I also, another side note relating to the new movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. Apparently, there's some Easter eggs in trailer that allude to Hulk, like the bottle Stan Lee accidentally drinks from in the Edward Norton movie,
right.
like is in one of the shots or whatever. Um,
I'd love if Hulk was in
Hulk
that.
versus Wolverine, which is
Mhm.
something Hugh Jackman like
That'd be awesome.
wanted the whole time. It would have to be the right version of Hulk, though. Savage Hulk. Like the Ed Norton version of Hulk would work perfect for that.
That'd be insane
Um,
if they brought Ed Norton in.
right? Just
I mean, he wouldn't do it.
well,
He'd
keep
have
adding
to,
zeros.
yeah, keep adding zero. Yeah, I did just watch
Everybody's got a price,
the Weekly Planet.
but I don't think Marvel would actually do that.
Yeah,
I I, I don't think they have
I
a
did just
relationship.
watch the Weekly Planet, the Caravan of Garbage on Spider-Man No Way Home, and that was their joke. Just keep adding zeros.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because according to Nick and Mason, and that they uh, Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield had not signed on when by the time they had started filming.
Oh yeah.
So so it was just like just keep adding zeros until
Well, yeah, and wasn't the plan just to kind of they would bring the villains and like allude just bring the villains in, right?
yeah, and I guess there was plans of possibly doing a thing like during the Doctor Strange fight of like they visit different scenes from those other movies.
Oh, here's them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't immediately go talking to my mates and all right, we're gonna erase his memory and make him a brainwash killing machine.
Yeah, I would have
Like I
made
would
that
make sure I would don't even say it, right? Just do it. But
I
I'm glad he said it because we get the
I
editing. It's just and that kid Hugh Jackman.
yes.
New Jackman, shall I say. Uh that sequence
I
could
mean,
have actually benefited from being a bit longer, seeing him slice some
Stryker
guys up, but
Stryker should have just made the erasing his memory part of the plan that everyone knew about ahead of time.
right.
So he didn't have to say it.
Well, because originally that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
And then because this healing factor is weird, where like it actually does heal his brain, his memories,
Yeah.
over time. So like he slowly gets it back, but unless
But yeah, yeah,
I don't know,
the I
unless
think
I'm
it's
remembering wrong.
X-Men Apocalypse, as much as that's a pretty bad movie, they do have
You do get the sequence, and he's in the
yeah.
Weapon X outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good like
Oh, this old couple that's just here for plot and to die.
yeah. But like that whole cameo in that movie was pretty good, and they portray him as like he does not know what's going on, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
which was pretty good.
Alt universe thing. Yeah. They had to give him some kind of Aunt May, Uncle Ben character. So it's just insert this random old couple.
Generic old couple. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I actually like some of these moments though.
Yeah.
But it's just pretty fucked that they're just put in here for more people that get killed that Wolverine wants to get revenge for. Um, you know, this is a grown ass, buck ass naked man.
I mean, he's pointing a shotgun and he's not wrong to.
No. But honestly, well, he's Canadian, so of course he's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Well, are they still in Canada? I feel like they're in America.
Are they like in northern,
Like
like Montana or
Montana,
somewhere?
yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it could be. I don't know.
Because, Stryker's like working for the government, so
Well, if he ran away,
he probably
okay,
hit
the
their
CGI claws. Wow, just
uh
why? In every other
yeah.
movie, he just had the real props, and then they went CGI here, and it is. Look
This
how it's
scene,
moving. You see it move.
yeah, this scene in particular is a lot of the scenes it's not really noticeable, but this one,
Because it's quick and it's right. And then, jeez, you always have to have, oh, the hero discovers his abilities and accidentally breaks shit scene.
yeah.
But throughout this whole thing, what keeps this whole thing together, what makes it a fun watch is it's still Hugh Jackman. Like how do you explain that? Cut your
Well,
scene in half.
I think the old guy is just like I how whatever your explanation is, I think I can wait.
Right. It's a new word. Oh yeah, and he steals it. Well, I guess if they're dead.
Yeah.
I mean, Hugh Jackman looks great here, but he doesn't look like too young for anything. He's a grown ass man. And
Yeah.
also
Like
considering the fact, and then besides that, he's technically like, I don't know, 100 or whatever.
at least.
Yeah.
Like
Well, was it what, the 1840s
something like that. He's like
or 50s?
150 years old, something like that at this point.
And by the time Logan, he's like 200 something.
Yeah.
But he looks, I mean, looks like a, I don't know, 35, maybe 40-year-old man, but a good 40-year-old man.
Yeah. I mean, Hugh Jackman's aged pretty well.
Well, this was 15 years ago, but yeah,
Well, I mean,
uh,
even now
he
though,
looks relatively the same. Yeah,
I think what it is
aside from
Hugh
just grazing his
Jackman
hairs,
looked older than he was when he was younger. So now that he is getting older, he looks like he hasn't aged a whole lot.
just lining up. Yeah.
Yeah. His age is catching up with his appearance.
Well, another good reason he's the perfect person to play Wolverine. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be ageless. Oh, and he gets the Wolverine looking jacket.
It's a cool jacket.
Oh yeah, I would love that. Yeah, I'd love that to have that.
Yeah.
Actually.
I like his look in this movie more than his look in some of the other X-Men movies though. I do I like
Well,
the outfit. Like it's
some of the other X-Men movies, he's in the leather X-Men outfit,
yeah.
are just a wife beater. And the wife beat, well, I hate using that term. You know what I mean.
Yeah. But like that term sucks, but everyone knows what you mean when you say it though. And what else do you call it?
yeah, and I hate it though. I hate it. I just forget what the fuck the shirt's called. And then dead.
Oh, right after they had a touching moment of giving him his son's
Wholesome
jacket.
moment. Oh God, that hot the composite. uh but no, I remember I was like, wow, that's really fucked, man. And then they blow up the fucking barn.
Yeah, there we go.
Out on the yeah.
That's not how explosives work when you're blowing up a barn.
Well, unless his silos were, full of propane or something.
Yeah, there was a secondary explosion there.
Yeah. That was rather large.
It blew up and
Yeah.
then blew up again.
Now, this is probably the best action sequence in this movie, like unironically, despite the
Probably,
editing.
yeah.
One of.
Those
I love seeing a Wolverine on a motorcycle. I love
a lot of these bullet shot
helicopter
like the effects. I mean, there it's fine, but some of the effects of the bullets hitting are pretty rough.
are fine, but it's that editing that really kills a lot of this.
Like some of like that was good.
Yeah, but you rarely get any kind of lingering shots here.
Yeah, I think this movie could have been a lot better with less choppy editing in the action scenes.
Also, the soundtrack is nothing. It's a nothing soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just generic action.
Like
Okay, that's pretty good. They go out of their way though to not actually have him. I don't think he claws anybody here.
yeah.
Um, but here's best shot in the movie maybe. Not that when he chops the blades, the
Yeah.
propellers. That's
I
fun.
mean, yeah, the music, they could have even just ripped off like some of the music from like the X-Men series.
Oh, this is
And
pretty good too.
oh yeah. But they could have like just
Also, I love that he's
ripped off
fully
some
confident.
yeah.
He's fully confident that his claws are always going to work.
Yeah. He
Even though it's his first time with him.
they explained to him what was going to happen
Yeah,
beforehand, I
that's true.
guess.
It's
Well, I
unbreakable, whatever.
assume they would have. No, but
I like
when
seeing Wolverine with a gun. That's always
yeah.
fun. Oh,
Oh, here it is.
oh, here we go. Yeah, just like butter. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. No, but yeah, with the music, they could have even just like ripped off some of the X-Men movie music. And
I
yeah,
feel like I'm like watching.
it would have been unoriginal, but it would have been had more character to it.
I feel like I'm watching like the pre-score like the before the sound team gets around to. Actually, the sound design's decent. Yeah, it's mostly just score that's
Yeah.
uh, just generic.
Just royalty-free action music.
Yeah, it might have been.
I mean,
Another thing I like about, well, yeah, the healing and everything, and then in the game you would actively get damage and heal, and like your shirt would get torn up,
yeah.
and you would see a skeleton, and then you would heal up. And apparently Insomniac is doing that again. They kind of do that in the new Spider-Man game where you get battle damage.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah.
but little details like that. What bullshit.
I do like Stryker's performance there. It's you believe that he knows he's fucked.
Oh yeah.
It's you can hear it in his voice.
You create I think it's a line in the movie, like you created a indestructible killing machine, and now he's coming after
Yeah. You created an indestructible killing machine and then lied to him and tried to erase his memory.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, you're
kind of
pretty
did it
fucked,
to
mate.
yourself. Yeah.
Oh, here's the best shot of the movie.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
You killed those people. Oh, bad claws though. But yeah, right here.
Cool guys walk away from explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Trailer shot.
Yeah. Mm. All right, you could roll the credits. I mean,
Yeah. I
we
like
got the
a
best
Zero
part.
never stood a chance. The only thing that can stop him is this. Well, why didn't you fucking tell Zero that
Why
before
didn't
you
you give
sent him
Zero and
out?
Adamantium a
Yeah.
gun, right?
Yeah, they clearly that scientist guy clearly knew that ahead of time. And now he's
Yeah,
telling
you
Stryker.
already made specially made adamantium
Yeah.
bullets, and you send out who's supposed to be one of your best assassin guys to kill Wolverine with normal.
Yeah.
Okay, in this part, they try to tie in some early X-Men. So the whole idea of X-Men Origins, and obviously we know why there was only one of these. And apparently, like the movie was leaked online. Cyclops,
Yeah, I totally
another
forgot
version of
that Cyclops
Cyclops.
was
Yeah.
even in this. Yeah.
So the whole idea was it was going to be like an anthology series. So they start out this one, then they would do like X-Men Origins, Gambit, X-Men Origins, Cyclops,
Hmm.
Magneto, so
Yeah,
on.
there's an alternate universe out there where
Yeah,
instead of getting the MCU, we got a bunch of X-Men Origins
just
movies.
X-Men Origins, and
Like,
all varying, same to varying quality.
yeah,
Like imagine just this is what you have, But I'll take this over Spum. That's for sure.
yeah, right.
Uh, so many
I
movies.
would take a series of shitty X-Men Origins movies over what Sony's been doing.
Right. Taking obscure Spider-Man characters without any tie into Spider-Man. Yeah, that's great stuff. John. So what's his powers again?
He can like teleport.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's like Nightcrawler, but not as cool and with
But
less actual like
but
interesting stuff
still
going
kind
on.
of cool, right?
It's still kind of cool, but that's just because it's Will I Am. And
Yeah, and
Will
a
I Am is
cowboy
pretty
hat.
cool. Yeah.
Well,
It's he's like Nightcrawler, but less interesting.
he's 2008 cool. More. Why? I mean they weren't so bad there, but when that's like the main thing you got to do CGI for your character, I mean, you think you get it right. It doesn't need to be CGI. The
Yeah.
practical claws, it just,
They,
I don't
it's
know,
just I guess the
because
frustrating
they've done
thing
the
is
practical ones every other time.
yeah, the frustrating thing is not just that it's a bad CGI clause, but it's that it looks so good in the movies that came before this.
Right.
Like in X-Men 1,
Movies
the
that came out,
claws look good.
well, the first X-Men movie came out a decade before this.
Yeah.
Okay, now we get the Blob.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. It is funny. So I always got confused. There's another character, I think it might be the ultimate version. There's another character that's like the Blob. He's a big fat guy, but he also has like electric powers or not he absorption, like
Oh,
vampiric powers. I forget his name. Uh, but I always got them mixed up.
Yeah, I think I know
Or
who you're
maybe it
talking
is just
about,
the
but
ultimate version. I don't know. That's pleasant. I forgot about this scene.
this is a pretty good scene.
This whole
I
sequence.
like this one. Still too much choppy editing, but this is a fun.
Yeah, that oh, and then the headbutt, yeah. That gets him. Wolverine has this uncanny ability, no pun intended, where no matter he is at you, the longer he can jump at you.
Yeah.
Like he does the long jumps inexplicably, and I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I love when they play into that sort of stuff.
Hey, was writing what? Oblas? Is he taking Spanish? What? Hello? Yeah. Or no,
I don't know.
just literally stare at him and take your glasses off. I mean, and you pretty much got this. You just look at him. But of course he's scared. I mean, I would be scared too
Yeah,
if Liev Schreiber was
he's a high school student being chased by Liev Strider. Strider. I would be
on all fours.
yeah, I would be scared too. Powers or not.
Oops, yeah, property damage.
I mean, if Liev
So
Schreiber showed up and started chasing me just regular, just not even with powers, I'd be kind of
on
scared.
all fours?
Honestly, just on all twos. Like that would be scary.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just drinking straight whiskey right now.
Is it good?
It is good actually. I mean, I'm not lying. I mean, yeah, it's weird. It's not like something a flavor you would expect with whiskey, banana, but it's executed well.
I mean,
It's not syrupy. It's not.
I could see it working. I just shied away from it because of how poorly it sold. I assumed it was just really bad.
I don't imagine it's selling well, especially Durango, especially at your liquor store.
Yeah.
Who is? Yeah, enshrouded. One of our buddies is messaging me.
Oh,
You know who it is.
jeez.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what happened? Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Okay.
found
He
out
think
you found out they're
she's
doing
dead.
experiments on mutants.
Yeah. In some shots, it looks halfway. It looks all right.
Yeah. It's not like the most offensive like CG I've ever seen. It's just again like just knowing
You just know it when you see
that
it, though.
they were capable of doing it a lot better.
Practically,
Yeah.
probably cheaper. Practically, even I don't know. Or it might have been cheaper to do CGI. Maybe that's why they did it instead of actually forging out some. Prop claws.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
where they go
William.
fight Gambit in Vegas. Or no,
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. He's a Cajun man. Bayou. Um,
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah.
it's Mardi Gras season right
I think
now.
it's a bummer that this is the only live action version of Gambit we've ever gotten. Like
In this movie.
they've never
Yeah.
tried it again since. Because I
I
like
know they
Gambit. He's
were
cool.
uh,
Like
Channing Tatum was supposed to be Gambit at one point.
I remember those
Um,
rumors. Yeah.
this guy, I've seen him in other stuff. What's his name?
Like I think Gambit's cool. He's cheesy, but in a
Taylor
fun
Kitsch.
way. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be cheesy, yeah. Gambling mutant. They actually do his powers pretty well here, too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do a decent job with him. Like I said, other than the Deadpool part, they don't stray offensively far from X-Men lore. Like the worst they get other than Deadpool is some of the powers are a little bit too vague. But
Yeah, yeah. Like they just have vaguely superhuman reflexes and everything.
yeah.
But
But
he already killed the Matrix guy, so
yeah.
what was that?
What?
Or was that only on my end? There was like just a weird jump cut.
Oh, maybe I missed it.
The teleporting is it's fine. I mean, it's smart they didn't do any kind of BAMF or anything because that's Nightcrawler's thing.
Yeah.
You like see his inside, see his skeleton. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, this guy's he's just
Oh, he
like
said his name. He said his superhero name.
oh yeah. No, Will.i.am's character, his powers are like Nightcrawler, but he's not as interesting as Nightcrawler. Like,
Oh, ouch. That's cold.
oof.
He's dead. I'm actually shocked they did a like faithful rendition of Gambit's powers here. It could have been like
Yeah.
some weird vague thing or where he's just
No, they went all
does
in.
card get does card tricks or maybe he has razor sharp cards or whatever. But no, they went all in here and I
Yeah.
respect that.
They did a proper gambit. Like,
Well, for this, they
yeah,
did,
as
yeah.
far as much as you could expect them to do. Oh, I like this. Yeah.
Yeah, Giselle.
He's
Ouch.
like sit down, the grown-ups are talking.
Who the fuck directed? So writers David Benoff and Skip Woods. Director Gavin Hood. Wow, also wrote on Game of Thrones, wrote on Gemini Man, Kai Runner, 25. Read on bad things and also some good things.
Yeah.
Uh, again, this whole movie could have been the same damn movie, but if it was just rated R, that would definitely give it some good points there. Um,
Yeah, there's a
but
lot
then
of
again, it wasn't it wasn't unordinary for these movies to just be hard PG-13, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
No, there's, I think, better editing and a rated R rating would have been improved the movie a lot.
Same script, yeah.
I mean, there's obviously script stuff they could have done way
And I'm
better,
just
but
saying,
like,
even if you just change those things, just add some
yeah,
blood effects. You know.
yeah.
Oh, he flipped them off. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does some acrobatics. No matter how fake they may look, it's fun.
I
It's
mean, I'm okay
one thing,
with
like I said
fake
before, this
looking
movie is anything but boring.
yeah, I'm okay with fake looking acrobatics, you know. Sometimes that is what makes it fun.
Yeah, I'm just like butter, man.
I think if they had tried to
Um,
make like more of the action scenes more realistic, it would have been a lot worse of a movie for it.
yeah.
Like I think that's one of the few things that this movie does have going for it is it doesn't try too hard to be realistic all the time.
And the X-Men and the X-Men 97 trailer, they show Gambit infusing Wolverine's claws with connect his powers, his pink powers or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Sick.
That had me pretty hyped when I saw that. Oh, this subplot. His frozen son.
Right.
But he's immune because he has a different color eye. Like, what's his actual powers?
I don't know. I forgot about that.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know if they've said that it's his son yet, but we know it is. Oh God. And it begins. You know, I was halfway hoping, oh, he'll rip his mouth open and then he can talk and do Deadpool riffs and, uh, do his Deadpool thing. But nope.
Nope.
So you get the character that's known for his mouth, the merc with the mouth, the guy that's making jokes and quips. And I get it that they're mean and they want to do that. He wants to do that, but no, it's terrible. I mean, you make Baraka Deadpool, and
Yeah. And the swords attached to his
it's
like
just baffling.
yeah.
It's like it if you took Spider-Man but didn't give him the costume, did like a weird like I don't even know, man. But like taking a character like that, not even bothering with the costume, not bothering with the correct abilities, and then completely just changing the whole thing. You just make a new character. Why have it be Deadpool? Just have it be anybody. You know,
Why did he kill the guy there?
like they had to ruin it. But I'm at the end of this, the little post-credit scene, like Deadpool whispers or whatever, picks his head up,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, there's a chance he'll be like the Deadpool we know, maybe, but it still won't work. But
Yeah.
then we get the real Deadpool.
I'm so
Thank
glad
God.
that they did a proper
Yeah, I
proper
jeez,
Deadpool.
God. Um, I drove by a nuclear reactor in Ohio. Literally, my first experience was in Ohio was driving by a nuclear reactor
I went surfing by a
on a
nuclear
road trip.
reactor once.
Oh,
There's a beach that's pretty good
that's
for
probably not
surfing,
good.
and it's just up the coast from a nuclear reactor.
He would know that it hurts. He's jumped out of helicopters before like that. Just skidding on the that's pretty
They're
good.
going fast for
That's
him
one of
to
my
skid like that. Like,
well, probably actually. Oh, that's gross. Yeah. I do
ooh,
remember it being quite disturbing.
yeah.
Um,
See, that's a nice ability with the claws.
yeah. No, but I love like with Wolverine's abilities and everything. Like he'll just take damage, like he'll just jump off a 20-story building.
Yeah,
Yeah, it will fucking hurt, but he'll regenerate, or
yeah,
or
he's
he'll
used
just
to
get
it.
shot, or he'll let himself go through all kinds of things, and that's just he can do it. Um, or like when him and Juggernaut do the fastball special, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. Or sometimes he does it with the Thing
yeah.
or the Hulk, whatever big guy can throw him. That's a fastball special. And he kind of has the Wolverine hair here a little bit. Too long though. He has the perfect Wolverine hair. Probably in the next one.
What's the next? Oh,
Or I guess in the first X-Men's, he has like the classic Wolverine hair.
yeah.
For the Deadpool, God.
Ah,
It's-
God.
And so far, actually, you could still be like, they could have, it's so far in the script, it could still turn out to be basically the normal Deadpool, right? With a
Yeah,
little extra stuff.
yeah,
But then when we get the final review, it's like, okay, I'll take some creative liberties. It's Deadpool, but he's got adamantium skeleton. Okay, they want to even the playing field a little bit. Okay, it's
yeah,
Deadpool, but he has hell. I would even well, no, that's the only thing I would accept actually, because Deadpool has to have guns and swords, not sword hands and laser eyes.
yeah. Deadpool's entire thing isn't that he has superhuman anything except for the healing.
The healing factor, yeah.
Like, I mean,
And
sometimes like
hell, I would
a
have even
a
taken the
little bit of
superhuman,
speed and
the teleporting. I would have taken that actually.
yeah. I mean,
Because in the comics, he gets a teleporting belt, make it organic.
sometimes he
I would
has
have
some
accepted that.
like sometimes he has some amount of like speed and strength that's more superhuman than normal, but it's usually literally just that he can't
Well,
die.
because his healing factor, that's what makes him able to.
Whoa.
But like in the comics, he gets the teleporting belt. And if they
Yeah.
decided to just make it a power,
Yeah.
I could live with that.
Yeah. But like
If you just
Deadpool's whole thing is basically he's a very, very talented mercenary who can't die.
and he knows he's in a comic book and he breaks fourth wall and he does quips.
Yeah. And
If
because he can't die and because he knows
look
he's
at
in
my
a
balls,
comic
I'm
book,
Deadpool.
he's able to take advantage of that stuff. Like,
Is that why they're picking? Is that why the TVA's picking him out for whatever mission quest that he
I
knows what universe he's in? That he knows
yeah,
he's in a movie.
I think the
Like,
idea is that he's going to be in universe so self-aware that he's in a comic book universe that the TVA picks him out and is like, you are special and can help us.
because he would know anybody's weakness because he knows because like he knows whatever the writers would have done and would
Yeah. Like they're kind of
yeah.
like usually the fourth wall breaking isn't actually a power of
Well,
his.
the other characters
It's just
can't
something
really
he
acknowledge
does.
it.
Yeah, it's just something he does, but it seems like this is them making like, no, it's an actual power of his.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The flowers on the moon. Killers on the flower moon.
Ooh.
I see what you're doing, Scorsese. You slip that into this bad movie to promote your good movie 15 years later. It's pretty good. No, like I said before, I don't think I want to classify this as a terrible movie. It's a fun bad movie.
Yeah.
It honestly, if
It's
they wanted to fuck up Deadpool so hard, I would be watching it more.
it's
But
fun
like I said
despite
before,
it's fun
Hugh Jackman
despite
is the
the its faults. Yeah.
he's what keeps it all together. What the reason why I rewatch this like
Mhm.
right now. Uh any other character, anybody else, I wouldn't be. It'd be a one-off thing, but
It's just yeah, Hugh Jackman by himself as Wolverine is awesome.
I think it'd be Wolverine going to get a loan, the movie,
Yeah. I
and I would
mean,
be all for it with Hugh
we were
Jackman.
talking before we started recording about like Deadpool and Wolverine about there are some concerns people have about like how much is it going to feel like an MCU movie or is it going to feel like
Right.
an actual Deadpool 3 or what? And I mean, honestly, I think just Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and their chemistry and some clever humor could be enough to carry the movie, even if it does have some faults.
Regardless, right.
Yeah,
I want it
like
to be I want it to feel like a Deadpool movie with the MCU as its playground,
yeah, that's what
which
I'm
what
hoping.
it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
Uh,
that's the case. Yeah,
and it's the first Disney MCU R-rated movie.
that's true. Yeah, that's
Um,
exciting.
which there's no way possible that they could have gotten away and people would have accepted a PG-13 Deadpool movie. No.
Yeah,
If they announced it was PG-13, well, I don't think Ryan Reynolds would be it's just not possible. Oh, here we go, another fight. The third fight?
yeah, and he took off his shirt. No,
Yeah. He's got the U shirt. I think that's what it's called, the technical term.
what?
Oh, there's like I don't know. There's in retail like a T-shirt was known as an A shirt, etc.
Oh, I see.
It's meaningless. Damn. It's my hair in the morning. Well, when I had long hair. Oh, and it's perfect again. Crazy again when he's looking at Sabretooth. I mean, I honestly don't know why he's hesitating with Sabretooth. Like, I guess they lived as brothers or whether are they're not actually brothers, but they
They're sort of
brothers
brothers.
and yeah, step brothers.
I can understand why he'd be
That would
reluctant
be a
to
movie.
actually kill Sabretooth.
A Step Brothers style movie with Hugh Jackman and Liev Schreiber just
Or
running around,
or
mucking about in the house,
or
their underwear.
a remake of this movie, but with Will Ferrell and John C. Riley.
Yeah. Who would be who?
John C. Riley would be Wolverine.
Yeah, I think it'd
Yeah.
be too obvious
And
to
Will
do Will
Ferrell would have to be
Ferrell, right?
Sabretooth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
that'd
also
be pretty
John C.
cool.
Riley's a little bit shorter, you know.
Right,
Like
that's more common
he
accurate.
honestly like
Oh,
wouldn't be a terrible Wolverine.
please. If we get a Danny DeVito variant of Wolverine in the new Deadpool movie,
Oh.
any other problem with the film, I will completely ignore.
Yeah,
It's a 10 out of
forgiven.
10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I would love
Yeah,
that. Be amazing.
that's all I need. Oh man,
Oh, here he
I need
comes.
a drink.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
drink
and
away.
here's like some vague mutants. Is that Iceman? No. Killer Frost, whatever her name. I don't know. Tornado Man. Quicksilver, I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. None of it. It claws them all out. That's
Wouldn't
pretty
it
good.
have wouldn't it would have been funny if like that didn't open the
This
doors.
theme's actually pretty. I like this theme, the main hero theme.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
It's too bad they don't use it very much in the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
this like what the first time they used it?
yeah.
Maybe they used it. Oh, the intro, the credits.
Oh, true, yeah. It would have been really funny if that whole like him slashing the locks like didn't open the doors because they're all electronic locks. Like if he ran
Right.
down the hallway and was like, okay, no, I actually have to go one by one now.
And that's or they have to open the doors, lazy bastards. Get out of your cell. Now we've just done We just got done surgery with this guy. Let's send him out to. Oh, okay, I need a drink.
Yep, let's drink.
How or why Ryan Reynolds agreed to do this,
Ugh.
I don't know. But he's redeemed himself, obviously, and he shoots himself in the movie. That's just bad, man. It's not nice to look at. It's an insult to the character. Oh, he's got sword hands. He's
Honestly,
Baraka.
I think other than the sewing the mouth shut, my least favorite part is that the he has sword claw things. Like, I hate that. I hate it so much. I
Yeah,
hate
it's
the
bad. Yeah,
entire
it's just bad.
concept of it. Like,
Yeah, like I said, it's baffling.
I'm not saying that giving him actual swords would have made it better, but I don't know.
It would have been a little better.
That
I,
specific
you know,
detail I really hate.
I think it's the whole thing I really hate. But
I mean, I hate the whole thing, but that specific detail really bothers me. I don't know why.
why did Deadpool end up looking like this? I've read about it before. Emma Frost, but I've
Oh
read about it
yeah,
before.
that's she was handled better in what's the movie?
First Class,
First Class, yeah.
right? Yeah.
That was a pretty good movie.
This could have been anybody. I mean, it's still a bad design and everything, but it could have been anybody.
They
Why
just
did it have to be Deadpool?
they
Why
just did yeah, they could have just not called him Wade Wilson and not called him Deadpool.
this random guy?
Just a
Yeah,
random guy that yeah,
that has
like
powers.
there's no good reason why they actually had to call him Deadpool.
X-Men Origins Wolverine star says Deadpool's terrible appearance could have been much worse. Wow.
Oh,
Um,
that's saying a lot.
Scott Adkins, who doubled for Ryan Reynolds' first interpretation of Deadpool, has revealed that the version of Wade Wilson seen in the movie could have been somehow worse. He told comicbook.com, I should have known that. Yeah, I know I was part of the problem first, version Deadpool, but I was just doing as I was told. Ryan wasn't even there by the time we shot the Deadpool stuff. Well, yeah, he wouldn't be. I think he was off doing something else. Yeah, something better. When he making Green Lantern, I don't know, which isn't
Yeah.
much better. When he saw that they were gonna do, just really annoyed, really annoyed. But I was like, hang on a minute, because I went over there thinking it was gonna be full costume and everything. Because yeah, that's what you would expect. But there are other versions of characters that I ended up getting dressed up as with terrible stuff as well. It could have been even worse. Not to throw anyone under the bus. Imagine Deadpool with a fishbowl on his head. Yeah, but listen, they were looking at a few ideas and luckily they didn't choose that one. Hey, a fishbowl at least would have been funny,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Now, other than Deadpool being an abomination here and it's terrible, this is actually a cool fight. Teleporting back and forth, back to back,
Yeah, I wouldn't be
um,
so
it's a
angry
cool
with it if it
concept.
was an original character.
Hey,
I still wouldn't
hell,
like
just
the
fucking make a Nightcrawler. I mean,
yeah, I still wouldn't like the sword claws. I really, really, really hate that.
yeah, hence Baraka Deadpool. And then here, the icing on the cake. He kind of, see how he kind of has the Deadpool eyes there or whatever?
Oh
And then
yeah.
the Cyclops beam. Nothing, yeah.
That's
That's cool if it wasn't coming from
yeah.
him. But yeah, blocking the beam and everything, claws heat up. Even though Cyclops laser isn't heat based, it's like so they got that wrong too.
Yeah.
It's not like heat vision.
It's like a
It's
laser. Yeah.
concussive well, it's like concussive blast from a. It's always weird how they explain it. Not yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, kill it, pass it down. That's good. At least he got to kill him in a cool way, you know.
Yeah.
Decapitation, kick down. Yeah. And the head's still going off. That's pretty fun. Uh,
And we know that there's an alternate universe in this
and
universe
in hindsight, we
where the
know
real
that
Deadpool comes and
we
kills
get the
him,
real version Deadpool, and we get the version where he time travels and just shoots him in the head.
which
So
is
all
which
is
which is now
well.
canon too.
Yeah, and that's another reason the TVA
Because
is involved because he
that's
fucked
why
with
the
time
TVA
travel.
shows up.
Yeah, that has to be.
Like that was
Even though
that's
if you watch Loki season 2, you would know that they have different operations now, modus operandi,
yeah.
I should say. But
No, but I like that with Deadpool, the new Deadpool is like that scene was originally supposed to be non-canon, just a fun thing. And now they're just kind
right,
of they're
yeah,
rolling with it and going, okay, well, what if it actually is canon?
yeah.
And he actually did all that.
Well, it's never not non-canon, but it's just a joke.
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Yeah.
just a joke originally when they filmed it, and now they're just saying,
Now
okay,
it's
but
a plot line for
what if
yeah.
that yeah, which is great.
That means him killing Ryan Reynolds is canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that universe, Green Lantern never got made.
Like even he's trying to get away from that. He's like, yeah, I'll recover, but that's gonna fucking hurt. And then Gambit does a cool move.
Yeah, where the hell were you this whole entire freaking time?
This movie's even though this movie's shorter than I remember, I felt like it was longer.
Yeah. No, it's like an hour 45 or something like that.
That definitely helps. Like
Yeah, that doesn't
if this would
overstay.
have dragged on another hour, you know. Um,
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I thought Taylor Kitsch or whatever, I thought he was actually a good Gambit. I was actually like, I get you would get a
Yeah.
bigger name, but I thought he could have been a good mainline Gambit, actually. You can start out in a bad movie and end up in good movies,
Yeah. That's happened
you know.
before. I'm trying to think
Um,
of an example off the top of my head, but I know it's happened.
um,
Uh, I can't.
starting off in a bad movie and a good one. Uh, yeah, that's
Um,
actually a good movie. Uh, any actor that started in a horror movie, but I can't think of anything.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
that's cool. Oh no. Oh, I love it when he goes rage mode. That's a crack shot.
Oof, yeah.
And so that's what erase and he gets yeah, he shoots him again. So does that mean there's just a bullet embedded in his skull forever?
No, I feel like that his body still heals
Since
because the healing factor
well,
isn't.
the bones don't. The adamantium doesn't heal.
Yeah, but his.
Or
I don't know.
does it pop out? I can't remember. Or does it his skin just heal over it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is the first time we actually see her use her power. I think they explained it earlier, but she has it's kind of like Mantis where she has to be touching you.
Yeah, she can like control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was like James Gunn, if it was Mantis, it'd be like, oh, you're a cat now. But walk until your feet bleed. Damn. And he knows, like just walking forever for a longest time. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. The
I only know who two of those people are supposed to be. Maybe is I don't know. And then we get kind of Patrick Stewart.
kind of Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. The
Oh my God.
one of the earliest example of like de-aging CGI face.
And it's
Well, we've
pretty
seen CGI
rough.
faces before, but used this way. And yeah, it's pretty rough. It's it could be worse because he could
Yeah,
be literally doing anything. I
it's
think the
not
fact
as
that he's not doing anything, he's just
it's
standing there.
it's not as bad as
Um,
as I would expect it to be for when this movie came out, but it's still
well,
pretty
as soon
rough.
as it starts,
Oh my God,
as soon as
that's
like,
that
yeah,
comp there, that was really bad.
yeah, they're just stuck. Because with regular bullets, they would pop out, you know? So he has two little bullet holes in his head forever.
Yeah,
That's canon.
guess so.
Not really. So he just knows he's Logan and Wolverine now. That's all he knows. What if he like was like had the mental capacity, you know, of a 3-year-old or something, or a newborn, like
Yeah,
just went all the way back.
just a toddler. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's because Gambit fucks up and tells him his name is
Well,
Logan
it also says it on the back of the
on the dog tag.
dog tag.
Yeah,
Although I would love if it was just that Gambit like got his name
right.
wrong.
Or he's just like, fuck,
I would
I
I
don't
would
remember.
I would expect I would accept that as part of canon if it was just Gambit got his name wrong, but wasn't willing to admit that he got his name wrong.
Wait, she died?
Well, yeah, she had been like shot or stabbed
Claude?
earlier.
Or
Yeah, so she like bled out.
who got her? Sabretooth?
I don't remember. I think so. Maybe. Or maybe she got shot when they were all trying to escape or something. I don't remember.
Oh. Yeah, Gambit's like, we need to fucking bounce. Yeah. And then we cut to the scene of him telling Charles and Magneto to fuck off or whatever.
Yeah.
Eric, what's it? Magneto's name? Eric?
Eric, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In first
Oh,
class.
this overhead shot. Oof. Yeah, it could be worse, I guess.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
And the movie just sort of ends, doesn't it? Yeah, it just ends.
Yep, just right there.
That's it. And yeah, there's the post-credit scenes and stuff, but I don't
Yeah,
care if they're
it's
bothering.
just it shows
I just
Deadpool
sit through that.
still alive. That's all it is.
Hey, none of that matters. And
Yeah. Anyway.
great. All right, we got the first one down. I didn't drink as much as I thought I would have, mostly
Yeah.
because this movie was shorter than I thought it
I mean,
was.
it
Oh, here
doesn't
we
over
go.
it definitely doesn't overstay its welcome. Yeah.
Technically, his feet are already bleeding. He's still walking.
Yeah.
Under vague powers. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Ooh, in big trouble now. So this music here. Logan, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, Victor Cruz, Trevor, anyone I miss. But no, like without this though, we wouldn't have Deadpool. We wouldn't have solo Wolverine movies because this was the first solo. So,
Yeah.
it has its importance.
And the subsequent ones.
And because it was so bad, Hugh Jackman, they vowed to make good ones.
Yeah.
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine, which is better.
Wolverine in Japan doing samurai stuff.
It has the problem of it devolves into a CGI battle at the end, but other than that, it's pretty good.
It's cool. It's like a high octane action movie.
Yeah, and then Logan, which is like a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's like a Western Dark Knight style. Yeah, of course. Just wild. Just a wild trilogy, Not even trilogy, an anthology, like it's. And now with Wolverine and Deadpool, another one to add into it. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the episode. Movie's done. If you listen along with us, I hope you had a good time. Hope we made you laugh, or maybe the movie just made you laugh, or maybe you didn't watch it and you just listen to this. Either way.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun.
I hope you're watching the
surely had some
movies
fun.
along with us, but
right.
okay, it's okay.
Anyways, check us out at Odd Drunk Pod on Instagram. Give us a rating, review, subscription on your platform of choice. Give us a download if you want us to take up some space on your hard drive, on your SD card. I would love to be on your SD card. Wink, wink. But that's it. That's the podcast. We will see you next week. We're going to continue the series throughout like the next few months until the movie comes out. So these are going to be spread out. Don't expect another commentary anytime soon, especially of another Wolverine movie. And we are going to get back on track with some new good content, or at least content. And we might, I've been thinking about this. We might end up changing our release schedule slightly.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that, but nothing major. So anyways, stay frosty, my friends. Wolverine.
Yep.
Origins. Boom. The game's good. The game is actually
good. The game is good. Now I want to go play that.
I want to emulate it now. So
yeah.
All right, that's it.
Fun.
Any last words?
Fun movie.
Closing remarks?
It's fun. Not good.
Fun, yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Right.
Until next time.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Odd Drunk Podcast recommends you follow their Instagram and join their Facebook group for more fun content. To visit all of our current streaming and social media platforms, visit the link tree in the description. If you enjoy the show, we would be appreciated it if you would leave a review on Apple Podcasts. The Odd Drunk Podcast would like to remind you to drink responsibly and not to drink and drive.